Hi, I'm Matt Hill. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm here to play you some songs. So, welcome to all of you taking part in the Sleepout, and thanks for your time and attention and doing this tonight for the Booth Centre. And I'm going to play you a song about a guy called Billy Marchant. He was from Salford. It's a true story. He was a bare knuckle boxer, and he fought in the First World War. And the song starts with him in the trenches of France. So picture Billy right there in amongst the mud and the bullets. That's where we join in for this song. It's called Billy's Prayer. With my face pressed hard on a sandbag, the trench starts filling with mud. All the bullets are flying, grown men are crying. These odds are not good. So I find myself reminiscing about the first time I sailed to New York. You see, I wasn't always a soldier, but I've been a fighter from the day I could walk. I was whistling the leaving of Liverpool as the pier had disappeared, with the roar of the crowd and my true love's tears ringing in my ears. I soon found myself mid-Atlantic in a storm that had blown up from hell, and as the wind cut my cheek I whispered a prayer and someone rang a bell. But the harder it blows, the more I know it won't knock me down. So I turn my face to the ocean waves and I stare them down. 1,000 miles up in the distance, someone's pasting a bill to a wall. It says battling Billy, who'll box here in Philly, come watch the Englishman's fall. That first night I fought in Manhattan, a Frenchman was giving me hell, and as his glove cut my cheek I whispered a prayer and someone rang a bell. But the harder his blows, the more I know he won't knock me down. So I turn to face my opponent and I stare him down. This century's younger than I am, but already she's taken much more. Now I'm stuck in France, sparring with chance, but this time I'm fighting a war. And I wish I was back on the fairgrounds, but wishes won't rid me this hell. The barbed wire cuts my cheek and I whisper a prayer and someone rings a bell. But the harder it blows, the more I know it won't knock me down. So I turn my face to the bullets and I stare the bullets down. I turn my face to the bullets and I stare the bullets down. So that was Billy's song. So yeah, welcome to everyone doing the Sleep Out. If you're doing this for sponsorship money, don't forget to keep asking, keep pushing for those donations. And if you just want to make a donation, then follow the link. It's important, and it's important because the Booth Centre needs your support, and it's an amazing place. And I say that because I've been in the booth many times. I do a lot of work there. The Booth Centre is really focused on the arts as a really important way of connecting with people and giving people, something really fun and interesting to do. And I've been doing a lot of songwriting projects over the last few years there. We've written all kinds of things. I've done quite a few albums, co-writing with people at the Booth Centre, writing songs together, and I love doing it. It's great fun. In fact, I'll play you one of them in a moment. But yeah, it's really important. But you know, these places can't run on good wishes and fresh air, and they need we need your cash. So that's what tonight's about. And so thank you for supporting it. I'm going to play a song now that's set in the Second World War. So we've done the First World and now the Second World War. Just after the Second World War, this song. It's about a soldier coming home, and I base this loosely on some members of my own family who I remember, my granddad's generation, who had all fought in that war. But today it goes on, you know, our armed forces, a lot of them really do struggle when they're discharged. And in fact, quite a few people that I've worked along with at the Booth Centre have been people who have served the country and ended up needing help and support. So this song's a little bit about that. And so if you can imagine, this song's set in post-war Nottingham, which is where I'm from. And it's called Making Sense of the War. He came back from the fighting to find he'd won the peace. He got a new house from the council. It had an indoor lavatory, and she'd find him in the parlour all hours of the night, still on maneuvers, a dagger at his side. He's making sense of the war, making sense of the war, making sense where there was no sense before. He tendered his allotment. He found a bombed out window frame and built himself a greenhouse and grew tomatoes up a cane. He planted roses in a bucket. He'd bring one home for Lil. She put it in a milk bottle, pride of place on the windowsill. Making sense of the war, then making sense of the war, making sense where there was no sense before. She'd always find him down by the railway lines, just staring at the wagons, lost in the corner of his mind. But Lil would guide him gently. She'd say, "Come on now, Duck, we'll have none of that. Let's go out, it's quiet there. I'll pop the kettle on." Of the war, they're making sense of the war, making sense where there was no sense before. Oh, making sense where there was no sense before. Sense where there was no sense before. Well, thank you for listening to a couple of my stories there. I've been doing these sessions recently at the Booth Centre, and we gather on a Monday morning and we listen to songs to help inspire us, and then we write our own. I'm going to play you one now as my last song. This was written by about 6 people on a Monday morning, and we'd been listening to a song by the Beatles called "In My Life," and we were thinking about people who had made an impression on us in the past. And so everybody wrote some lyrics, and then we pulled them all together. So there's a little bit of everybody's. So there's probably 6 different people described in this song, but we've pulled it together so it's about one person. And that one person is really a mixture of all those people that we remembered. And it's called We Don't Forget Old Friends. So I'm going to leave you with this one. Have a great night. Remember to keep asking for donations and make a donation if you can. Because take it from me, the Booth Centre is a really amazing place doing incredible work. So thank you very much for all you've done tonight. And we'll leave you with this one. As I say, this is a co-write between about 6 of us at the Booth Centre. And it's called We Don't Forget Old Friends. Spiky hair, rucksack on back. You gave what the others didn't have. You were clever, you were good. 100% Robin Hood. A class act ready-made, a precious rock, pure jade, crazy eyes, big grin, chewing gum, gold ring. We don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends. The road may twist and bend, but we don't forget old friends. You're slowly going away with a slip and a sway. Did I tell you today? Your face was blue and gray. But we don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends. The road may twist and bend. We don't forget old friends. Takes a matter of minutes after all those years apart. We're remembering the conquers, and then the stories start. But it's not the way you start, it's in the way you finish. In your George Clooney suit, your heart just wasn't in it. Truly special, a friend of mine, so loving, really kind. 2 hearts as one, so go far and go on. We don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends. twist and bend. But we don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends. The road may twist and bend. We don't forget old friends. We don't forget old friends.